there, champion. You're welcome to history class. The topic for today is the community. The community. Now, community has two definitions. You can define community as a place where people live. A community is a place where people live. A community can also be defined as a group of people who share something important. A community is a group of people who share something important. And this group of people could be a group of residents, could be a village, a town, a church, a mosque, a market, a school, a hospital, a city, a nation, and even a country, as long as the group of people share something important. The group is referred to as a community. And in a community, what do they share? They speak the same language, they celebrate same festivals, they share the same music, dances, and songs. A community also gives us a sense of belonging. What is a sense of belonging? Sense of belonging is being with people or in a place where you are accepted totally for who you are. Sense of belonging is being with people or in a place where you are accepted totally for who you are. Now, let's look at the types of communities. There are two types of communities. There are two types of communities. Traditional communities, also known as rural communities. Rural is spelled R-U-R-A-L. Traditional community is also known as rural community. And the second type of community is the modern or urban community. Urban is spelled U-R-B-A-N. U-R-B-A-N. Modern community is also known as urban community. Now let's look at them one after the other. In a traditional or rural community, people live together in the same place. They live together in the same place because of their language. They speak the same language, because of their culture, because of their religion, because of traditions, and because of festivals. So our villages most times are rural communities, and they work together and support one another. People in a rural community work together and they support one another. In a modern community, what's another name for modern community? Right, urban community. Now, in a modern community or in an urban community, people live together because they have same interests. In a modern community, the schools and education system are good. There are advanced industries and technology. People in a modern community, you won't see people washing their hands with their clothes with their hands. They wash their clothes with washing machine. So there are advanced industries and technology in a modern community. There are good roads, there are good hospitals, clinics, restaurants, and playgrounds that everyone can use. Now let's look at people in the community. People in the community. A community consists of many different groups of people, such as community leaders. Community leaders. Now, community leaders include kings, queens, and chiefs that rule the community. Community leaders include kings, queens, and chiefs. Religious leaders. Religious leaders include pastors, imams, and traditional priests. So you find religious leaders in a community. Also in a community, there are professionals like doctors, pharmacists, lawyers, accountants, bankers, and school teachers. Professionals like doctors, pharmacists, lawyers, accountants, bankers, and school teachers. In a community, there are artisans. Now, who are artisans? Artisans are workers who practice a manual skill. Artisans are workers who practice a manual skill, and these artisans include carpenters, blacksmiths, and electricians. Carpenters, blacksmiths, and electricians. Now, in a community, there are farmers, hunters, and traders. Traders are market sellers. Also in a community, there are students and pupils. Students are those in secondary school, and pupils are those in pre-nursery, nursery, and primary. So in a community, there are students and pupils. In a community, there are security agents. Security agents such as police officers, soldiers, and guards, which help keep the community safe. Security agents include police officers, soldiers, and guards. And last but not the least, in a community, there are politicians. Politicians are also among the people in a community. Now let's look at the places in a community. Places in a community. There are many places in a community. Now let's look at them one after the other. Palace. A palace is a place where the king, queen, and their family members live. A palace is a place in the community where the king, queen, and their family members live. A market. A market is a place where people buy and sell goods and services. A market is a place where people buy and sell goods and services. We also have a school. A school is a place where pupils and students are taught by teachers. A school is a place where students and pupils are taught by teachers. A church is a place where Christians go to worship and pray. A church is a place where Christians go to worship and pray. A mosque is a place where Muslims worship and pray. A hospital is a place in the community also where sick people are given medical treatment. A hospital is a place where sick people are given medical treatment. And a community hall. A community hall is a place where social events such as marriages, funerals, and other important events take place within a community. A community hall is a place where social events such as marriages, funerals, and other important events take place within a community. We have now come to the end of the class. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to attempt your quiz and your assignment. See you in the next class. Bye.